What up, what up, what up? Welcome to the free artist webinar training from the Beat Majors. Today, we're going to have a conversation or talk just a little bit about 3 tips to living off your music as a music artist. Now, a lot of people don't necessarily know this. They may feel like, "Oh man, I got to have a millions of fans. I got to." Not true. Let's kill that myth right now. All right. So, let's go with the first tip. Tip number 1: be on all social media and music streaming sites. Now, this is an assumption here. Now, as an artist, you should probably be signed up to all social media sites, not just your Facebook, not just your YouTube or, SoundCloud. You need to be on everything. You need to be everywhere because what you're doing is you're building up that fan base and you're building up, that respect as an artist. If people don't know who you are, they don't know where to find you, you'll never be heard. So I'm assuming that you're already on these social media sites, you're already gaining leverage, you're already, have a fan base. If not, we do have a video for you on our YouTube at the Beat Majors if you want to go watch that. And we kind of show you how to, get your social media set up, start collecting fans, start picking people up so that, you can build that fan base and get people engaged into your music. So, again, tip number 1: be on all social media and music streaming sites, okay? That includes, like I said, SoundCloud, Facebook, YouTube, Reverb Nation, those places. Be there. It's imperative that you're there because you need to be seen, you need to be heard. All right. Now, tip number 2. Tip number 2 is sign up for a performing rights organization, which a pro, if you want to, shorten it up. A pro is basically a performing rights organization that helps songwriters and publishers get paid for the uses of their music by collecting one of the most important forms of publishing revenue, which is performance royalties. Now, assuming again that back to tip number 1, you have this fan base and you have people that have been listening to your music and they want to hear your music in TV shows, or they want to hear your music on commercials, or they want to see you in do live performances, or they want to hear your music on Shade 45 or these different big satellite radio companies. You want to be getting paid for that, so you have to be signed up for a performing rights organization. They get the money for your label or your publishing company that you're with, and they get the money for the songwriter. And as an artist, you are considered a songwriter, which means you are entitled to money. Okay. So you need to make sure that you are signed up for a pro, or you will lose out on money, and you don't want to lose out on money. So make sure you pause this video if you have to. Go sign up for a pro. A pro, if you've ever heard of ASCAP, BMI, CSAC, or SoScan, these companies are your pros. These people, again, are the people that get your performance royalties as a songwriter and as a publisher. So, again, make sure you go sign up. I think ASCAP costs. BMI, last we knew, was free. We signed up and it was definitely free. CSAC, not particularly sure because we haven't gone through that company, or we don't go through that company. So do some research, take a few moments one day and just kind of figure out what's best for you, what works for you, which one is for you as an artist. Okay. Now, the third tip is very big. Simple, but big. You need to have a project ready to pull the trigger on, ready to go, ready to let it out to the people, ready to let it out to the world, because you can't sign up for these sites and not have music circulating or not have something already ready to go out so that you could start being paid for and compensated for the music or for the material that you put out. Also content, videos too. You get paid from those from being on YouTube for ads. So just make sure that you have a project ready to go, ready to post up. Now, since after you have that project ready, and find your aggregator. What I mean by an aggregator, let's look up the definition, which we've already done here. An aggregator is a website or program that collects related items or of content and displays them or links to them. So an aggregator would be, basically iTunes would be a part of an aggregator because this is a place that collects your, like they said, related items of content and displays them for you or links to them. You know, an aggregator, like it says, put your content up. It allows you to have a place and a platform to where people can say, you know what, I want to buy this project. I like his music. I'm going to buy this. Or I like her music. I'm going to buy this. So you need to have an aggregator. You need to be signed up, ready to go on that already, so that when you drop that project, people instantly see it. You know, people see it. You're not just like, hey, get my new music. That's cool, but that's only going to work for so long. And as a music artist or as a producer, you want to make money off of, your craft or your dream or your passion. So again, make sure you have a project ready that's finalized, that's mixed, that's mastered, and get it ready to post on these aggregators. You know what I mean? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a step back, a couple steps back to tip one. When we talk about being on all social media and music streaming sites, again, you're just there to build up a fan base. You can't go out here thinking that people want to hear your music when they've never heard of you. Get out here, put all this music out, put it out on these different places, find your dominant social platform, whether it be Facebook, YouTube, Reverb Nation, whatever it is, make sure that you're dominant there, but also stay active in other social media sites so that people know, okay, this person is working, they're dropping music consistently. They may not put a project out altogether, but I see that they're continuously dropping music, they're continuously dropping content, videos, things of that nature. So you want to build that fan base up before you go trying to put this music out into the world, because no one's going to hear it. No one knows who you are. No one knows what you're doing. All right. So these are all assumptions. Tip two, again, sign up for a pro, sign up for a performing rights organization, again, so that you can get paid in case you place your music on TV shows, or you place your music on different or you go perform it, or it's on different satellite radio stations. Make sure that you're signed up so that you're getting paid. Again, back to tip three, have your project mixed, have it finalized, have it ready to go, and post it to an aggregator. Now, I do want to take a couple seconds here really quick to kind of show you guys some of the companies that are out there that I kind of know of personally, from dealing with different artists and things like that, that you should probably go through or consider going through. Of course, you want to do your own research and figure out who's best for you, what they take, what type of percentages and things like that. You want to know those things before you go jumping on and signing on. You want to figure out what they're about, how much they cost per year, how much does it cost to have my music up here, how much does it cost, for them to collect, what do they take when they do collect, things like that. So number one is TuneCore. TuneCore, very basic. Again, they're very great. They post it to all iTunes, Amazon Music, Spotify, Google Play, YouTube, things like that. They post it there. It's gonna be there all the time for you. Again, you do have to pay a yearly fee, but that's better than just posting on SoundCloud and hoping for a place. If you're paying for your things to be here, I think you're gonna take more advantage of getting it out there to be seen, because you spent this money to be able to be seen or to be able to have your music up there. So make sure that you're on these aggregators and you're signing up. With TuneCore, they actually have it where you can post your music on YouTube. What they do is they take the music, they listen to it, they analyze it, and they give it what's called a content ID. That content ID, basically, if your fans or any other person takes your music from your channel or your station or whatever, and they post it on their YouTube, the revenue that video curates or picks up, you get that. You get that back. You get all that money, because that's your song. No one can take that away from you, because you've already set it up through TuneCore to have its own ID. So if anyone posts it, hey, you can't do that. But I'm not going to tell you can't take it down. You just have to pay me. That's basically what it is. They also license your music. Now, being an artist, I think that the best way to go is licensing your music. I mean, getting on the radio and things like that is cool, but I feel like licensing your music in the long run is actually better, because you'll be able to get your music to more people quicker. because your music on TV or your music on a commercial or your music on the radio, and people want to know like, hey, who is that? If they like that song, who is that singing? Who is that rapping? Who is that person? So the only way for you to be heard is for you to, again, be on all social media and music streaming sites and have your music ready to go. And it has to sound good. It can't be low quality music you made in your bedroom, pillowcase over the mic. Like, no, you need to have your music done professionally. It needs to sound good because people will be turned off. If they like you as a person, that doesn't mean that they have to like you as an artist. So just understand that if your music does not sound good, you'll probably turn your fans off. So make sure your music sounds good before you go posting your music on these different places. Second place that we're going to talk about, CDbaby. Now, we've never used CDbaby personally, but certain artists that we've worked with have went through them, and we've had to, do business through them, in order to get paid and things like that. So CDbaby is a good place. Again, do your research first, only for the simple fact that certain aggregators take their certain percentages and things like that, and they have a certain amount of money that you have to pay per month or per year or pay per project. So just make sure that you understand that and you do your research first. Now, this training webinar was called 3 Tips to Living Off Your Music. We gave you 3 tips, 3 great tips that you need to really get this thing going. Now, I'm not going to sit here and be like, yeah, I'm going to show you how to make $1 million or be a millionaire or make hundreds of thousands of dollars. No, because this thing doesn't happen overnight. So what you need to do is go back to tip 1. Again, be on all social media and music streaming sites and build that fan base up. Tip number 2, sign up for a pro performing rights organization and start getting paid for the music that is out there, that you have out there, if you already have it out there. Again, we're just assuming that you already do. Tip number 3, have your project ready. Again, have it sounding good, have it mixed properly, have it mastered properly, go through a professional, because doing it yourself and things like that sometimes doesn't always come out the right way. So again, please make sure your project's ready and ready to go and good to go. All right. So there you have it. 3 tips to living off of your music. Take these tips, apply them. Again, more training coming in the future. We're happy that you even came this far to watch this training webinar. If you are an artist, we have a crazy deal for you right now. If you want your music sounding good, if you want that professional sound and you want to sound like the pros, you have to get pros to do it for you. So with over 8 years of experience that we have in music production and mixing and mastering and things of that nature, we have what it takes to make sure that your music is professional as possible. Now, again, this offer it ends in the next 24 hours. So click the link below. Find out what this offer is, because you don't want to miss this if you're an artist. I'm telling you, you don't. So hope you guys got some good information out of this video. I hope that you apply these 3 tips, because this is the way to get yourself to living off of your music. Again, I'm not here to tell you that, oh, in 6 months, you're going to be living off your music. You're going to be, doing all these other things with your life and blah, blah, blah. No, I'm letting you know right now that this is not going to happen overnight. This is something that needs to happen over time. But I'm telling you, these are 3 tips to living off of your music if you apply them and do it every day and stay consistent. Dropping music consistently, dropping videos consistently, just being an artist consistently. Engaging with your fans. Don't just drop music and say, hey, listen to my song, and then once everybody listens to it, you're not asking them what they thought. Find out what your fans think. Find out what people think about your music. Find out if people feel like you need to change or make something better. Again, I hope you got some good information out of this. Like I said, this is 3 tips to living off your music. This is thebeatmajors.net. We are signing off. Until next time, again, catch that offer. Ends in the next 24 hours. We don't want you to miss it. Get professional mixing and mastering today. Take that offer. Click the link below, and we'll see you guys later. Until next time, peace.